let's start with this. Let me ask this question first. I'll ask it two ways. How do we have fun?
Okay.
Then how do we get back to it after there's been some type of trauma or whatever?
So I'll get real nerdy. And there's some argument, discussion in the field of like mental health and psychology as far as this is concerned. But the school of thought that I subscribe to is that there are about 8 or 9 basic emotions. Okay. And all of the other variations of feeling words are just give us texture and color, and I love all of them. And they help us describe intensity and direction and kind of flavor it, if you will. But most people can boil them down to some basic emotion words or emotions, which are embodied experiences. They are connected to our bodies. And those different embodied experiences do 2 things. They signal that something is happening or about to happen. It's a God-given alarm system, which is why shutting down your emotions is never the answer. Never. It's a dangerous thing for you to shut down your emotions. I understand why we do it in order to survive, but to stay there is not good. You need those. God gave those to us. So they're a signal.
Yep.
And then they give you energy to do something to resolve that experience, to either protect yourself or grieve or connect or whatever. Most people are not using those correctly. And I am hooking back around to your question.
Yeah, absolutely. Take your time.
So a large group of people would argue that there is only one positive emotion. And all of them fall within that. And that emotion is safe. The rest of them are all technically negative emotions. That doesn't mean that they are qualitatively bad, but it's an alarm system. Your alarm system doesn't fire off when things are going great. Make sense?
It makes perfect sense, but
so happy is just super safe. Play is what happens when we feel safe. And it's where all of the positive emotions exist and we re-energize.
All right.
So if you ain't safe, you ain't having fun. I'm just saying. Also, your nervous system can't get aroused, but there's that.
All right. All right, this is okay. I got to tell you why this is like a big deal.
Yeah.
Because one of our statements for the basement is that it's safe down here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I like it.
Another one is it's safer in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying that, like, I had no idea that.
Can I texture why the basement captures safety so well?
Please.
Continuing this conversation.
Please.
Like, let's
please.
nerd out.
Please. Because
nerds rule the world.
Yeah, yes, we do.
So if it's an alarm system and the only way you know you're the one positive emotion which is safe is because the others aren't firing off because the alarm system is quiet. It has no need to fire off. Hear me out. If you shut down your emotions, you can't feel safe either. Because the alarm system has to be on for you to know that it's working.
Oh my God.
So you can't fake this, which is, I would also say, one of the tenets that I hear out of the basement. It's like, it's not fake, it's not false, it's not a lie. You can't fake your way to safety.
You can keep talking. I just got to write this down. Are you kidding me right now? You can't fake your way.
You can't fake it. Like, we can be fake about it, but truly in our bodies, like there's a word that, and you know, I call her my work wife, my business partner and co-coach and all things. Kimberly and I talk about, I'm sure at some point we'll write a book on it, but congruence is a very important practice. And I would say it's a practice to practice congruence where the inside matches the outside. And so I think a lot of people talk and behave and act and falsify safety. But for you to truly experience the best kind of arousal and the best kind of intimacy and connection, it has to be real. And in order for it to be real, you cannot have turned that alarm system off. I have to be capable of being angry at my husband to know that the anger doesn't need to fire off, to know that I'm safe with him. Wow. And so it's why what I do with people can feel so counterintuitive, because I'm inviting them to say no more, to get mad more, to feel their hurt more, to get in touch with their pain. They're like, I just don't like them even more. And I'm like, for now.
Yeah. Own that for now. Yeah, own that.
But I'm
honestly
siphoning that off. We're going to heal from that. And then we're going to keep the alarm system on. And then you're going to know when you're safe. And that's when you're going to know it's real. Which is why it's this long, arduous road of fits and spurts. There's no shortcut.
All right. So I mean, my brain is exploding right now. So 2 people about to have sex, pause for the guy to put on a condom.
Yes.
And they think it is now safe sex.
Yeah.
And
that was a terrible campaign. Can we just all admit that?
Practice safe.
You're about to just
sex.
really take me on like a rant.
Please rant.
I don't like the whole abstinence, the previous abstinence only campaign that was like really countrywide supported and in the crux of purity culture was so poorly done. It was not good sex ed, which I understand, like, the arguments against that. I don't agree with the potential solutions being thrown out yet.
Understood.
But it was fear-mongering and incomplete information at best.
For sure.
Which does not work.
That's exactly right.
You don't teach someone how to swim with the sharks by being afraid of them. You teach them how to swim with the sharks. I was actually watching something the other day. Not that I have like this like fear, love, hate thing with the water. Like I want to go deep scuba diving, but I'm like, but there's creatures. I'm like, oh, and I'm like mesmerized by it. But I'm like, but there's creatures. But I was watching this like shark lady. She's like, you know, if like a shark's ever swimming at you, you're just supposed to like punch down on its head. And I was like, sounds so simple. Maybe I would have felt comfortable my whole life if I just was told you just punch down on its head. I don't know. But like, that's what we need to be teaching kids. They should have all the information. We should not withhold information. We should not fearmonger. They are going to make those choices because the only thing fearmongering does to your nervous system is make it brace. It's not functioning at its best.
That's correct. That's correct.
And you've withheld information. You've told them that safe sex is with a condom.
Right.
No, that's pregnancy prevention.
Right.
Which is not the worst thing that could happen with sex, by the way. That's also the other unspoken message underneath that campaign. We're still undoing that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Today.
Absolutely.
So
wow, no, this is like super fascinating. So let me go further where my mind was going with this, with the erroneous thought that a condom would equal safe sex. It based on what you were saying about the alarms that we have that can go off, people are literally, you know when a battery is going dead on the alarm in your house, it chirps every like 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, I had one this weekend.
Incessantly, you know what I mean? It's like, burp. That's probably a bad sound effect, but whatever, right? It's whatever it does. And
I'm getting the giggles because I know y'all done sound effects on here, and so I'm flashing back to that.
We don't have that sound effect yet. So anyway,
they might not like that in their ears.
So that chirp sound is an indication that, hey, there's you need to do something.
It's not going to work right.
It's not going to work right, right? Well, I'm just imagining people. I'm imagining how many people have started to ignore the alarms. Like they're going off, but they're just ignoring them.
Okay, let me alter it a little bit.
Okay.
It's not the chirp of your smoke alarm. It's the let's really make it a house alarm.
Okay.
You open up the back window.
Yep.
Goes boop boop boop. Zone 9's open.
Mm-hmm.
And then you close the window and it's still going boop, 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 zone 9's open. So instead of figuring out what's wrong in the wiring so you can have an alarm system on, you just deactivate your alarm system. So now you're not going to know if the window's open or not. It was not working right. And now we can go back to trauma and the family you grew up in and a lack of boundaries and all the things that predates your relationship is why it's going off when it shouldn't. But your answer to just deactivate your alarm system actually did not increase your safety at all.
Lord have mercy.
But it did turn down the temporary annoyance. But it might get you into more trouble later.
Holy cow. Oh my God. Okay. So we are okay. Oh my God.
And we're still talking about sex, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to make
No,
that known.
no.
Like that's
absolutely.
the thing.
No, that's what's
this is the crux of it.
I'm thinking about so many people. I wish I just knew. I wish I had what you just said in my head for like 22 counseling sessions I've had.
Oh yeah.
Over the last 2 decades.
People hate it when I go back to the basics. I'm like, really? You're going to talk about the family I grew up in and my feelings? I'm like, yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Because that's where it all starts.
That's where it all starts. It's the foundation.
Yeah. Family of origin.
Yeah.
Food.
Emotions.
Okay. All right. So, all right. You you're bringing up a lot, Jenna.
Sorry, not sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I am a disruptor. You knew that can bring me on here.